risk to the insurance company. So are you looking to annuitize this at some point and turn it into an income stream that would be a part of your retirement plan? Is that what you all were thinking?
Well, we are at the age where my husband is already taking out money. And, no, I just wanted to know, it makes me nervous to hear you say that annuities are not a good investment, and that is what we have.
Right.
And before we went to invest, then we were also in not a very good program. So I'm just...
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be anxious about it. It's not a terrible thing at all. It's just that, for those who are trying to build wealth over time, I prefer you build wealth outside of an insurance product and just straight investments. But now that you're here, you've built up, a nest egg inside an annuity. I think it would behoove you to, sit with an advisor who can look at, from an objective perspective, look at the insurance product you have, and then in light of your overall financial plan and your, plan for retirement income, whether that's Social Security and, drawing down this annuity, or convert, or what's called annuitizing it, where you convert it to an income stream that gets paid out in the form of a monthly check for the rest of your life, or the rest of you and your spouse's, life. It may make sense for you all, now that you've got it and you're approaching retirement, to stay right where you are and, convert that to an annuitized payment. And the key is, how are you going to solve for the income that you need for the rest of your life? And this annuity could be a great piece of that equation. Now, you may sit with an advisor that says, listen, we can roll this out, if it's, qualified money, when in pre-tax, we can roll this out to an IRA and invest it and maybe do better. At least just based on what we would know about how this annuity is going to, perform for you versus what you might be able to do outside of it. But I wouldn't say that's automatically the best case. I would just want an advisor to look at that and help you make that decision in light of your overall retirement plan. Do you have an advisor that you've worked with besides just the person who sold you the annuity?
Well, we do have an account in Schwab as well.
Okay.
And we did try putting annuity money or IRA money into that for a while, and then went back to our investor of the annuity. But otherwise, no, we don't.
Okay. Well, I would say if you have a great relationship, you feel good about that, I'd go visit with that advisor that you got the annuity from, just to say, hey, let's talk about, unless you already know this, let's talk about the retirement plan. How much are we going to need per month in retirement, and where is that going to come from, and how much will this annuity contribute to that, and what other income sources do we have? Social Security, maybe the IRA, other retirement assets. I'm not saying you automatically need to get out of this annuity. Now that you're there, it may be the best option for you moving forward, but it would be worth it.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. We appreciate your call today. That's going to do it for us today, folks. Thanks to my team, Devin Patrick, Pat Montague, and Jim Henry. Couldn't do it without him. Thank you for being here as well. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and come back and join us tomorrow. Lord willing, I'll be here, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
90.5 KTXG Greenville, Dallas. Alerts. When you subscribe, we'll notify you once or twice a week about a critical issue facing our country. AFA Action Alerts have been very successful in influencing legislation, as well as getting positive results from America's Fortune 500 companies. Subscribe to your AFA Action Alerts today. Go to afa.net and click on the Resources tab.
This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
I'm here for Family News. I'm Steve Hugh. Former President Trump has until 5 p.m. Eastern today to respond to a federal protective order related to his indictment over alleged election election interference. Trump attorney Alina Habba says she doubts the judge overseeing the case will give the former president a fair trial.
It's no longer about the law. It's no longer about punishing criminals that are actually doing crimes. It's about people getting a headline. And there's no better way to get a headline than to go after Donald Trump. They do things for the party, not for the law, not for the benefit of the state, but for the party. And that is corruption at its best.
John Laura, an attorney for Trump, says they would like to have Trump's trial televised so the American people can see what the Democrats are trying to do.
I personally would love to see that. I'm convinced the Biden administration does not want the American people to see the truth. And they acted on it by filing this protective order, which is an effort to keep important information about this case from the press.
Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is calling out Joe Biden's dystopian nightmare on the southern border.
After visiting the border, I've come to understand that the open border policy is just a way of funding a multi-billion-dollar drug and human trafficking operation for the Mexican drug cartels. I witnessed this dystopian nightmare of this uncontrolled flow of desperate humanity crossing the border and converging here because of misbegotten policies.
Retired Border Patrol agent Chris Clem applauds Kennedy for shining a light on this, because when Joe Biden signed his executive order stopping the border wall, he also shut down other tools as well.
When the wall system, which is what Border Patrol agents were working under, included not only just the construction of the wall, it was the technology, the infrastructure, the lights, the cameras, the access roads. All of that was part of a big package that leadership and border patrol agents alike last few years had put those requirements forward. And so when that was halted, that put a big strain on our resources and made opportunities for the smugglers to continue to exploit people. And so, it was a big hit.
Hundreds of teens converged on a downtown Chicago 7-Eleven and looted the place, then created general mayhem for several hours. Chicago's mayor, meanwhile, is lecturing reporters about calling them a mob. More from Steve Jordahl.
Last Sunday was not the first time teens have gone on a rampage in downtown Chicago. This time they targeted a 7-Eleven, looted it, and ravaged the city for hours. Police made 40 arrests, but when a reporter asked Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson about the mob of kids, she got a lecture.
That's not appropriate. We're not talking about mob actions. I mean, to refer to children as like baby Al Capones is not appropriate.
Pastor Calvin Lindstrom of the Church of Christian Liberty in the Chicago suburb of Arlington Heights says the mayor may think he's doing these teens a favor, but he's actually hurting them and his city.
The house is on fire, and you're not bringing water, but you're bringing more lighter fluid to the scene, as it were.
The progressive Illinois legislature passed the so-called Safety Act last year, which will go into effect in September. It eliminates cash bail for almost all offenses, even violent ones. Jeannie Ives of the Wheaton-based Breakthrough Ideas says that's going to dump violent offenders on the streets throughout the state.
It's been this way in Chicago for a while. The problem with the Safety Act is it's now going to move to all parts of the state.
I'm Steve Jordahl.
Multiple people are dead in a Sunday night bus crash in Pennsylvania.
State troopers in Pennsylvania say multiple passengers were killed when their bus crashed into another vehicle on Interstate 81 in Lower Paxton Township outside Harrisburg late Sunday night. The bus was carrying up to 50 people. It was raining heavily at the time, and the bus flipped onto its side after colliding with that other vehicle. At least 8 ambulances were needed to rush passengers to a hospital. Evan Brown, Fox News.
Stocks are rising as Wall Street regained some momentum after its big rally for the year took a pause last week. More news online at afn.net and on the AFN mobile app. I'm Rusty Pugh.
What does the American Family Association stand for?
We believe true morality flows from biblical principles and directs people to the manner in which God intends them to live.
These values and more are part of our mission to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. We also support the church. We want to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. Thank you for standing with us as we seek to stop the erosion of godly values.
Welcome to Today's Issues, offering a Christian response to the issues of the day. Here's your host, Tim Wildman, President of the American Family Association.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the program. Today's issues for this Monday, August the 7th, 2023. Tim Wildman here with Ed Battagliano. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Tim.
And utility man, utility player Fred Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
Always ready on the bench.
Throw me in, coach. Right. I can play second, short, right, relief pitch, whatever. Anyway, Fred, you've been doing a lot of when Bishop Jackson told us, 6 weeks ago, whenever it was, that he was going to be stepping down so he could run for president of the United States. That's when, that left a void in our programming. And we're going to fill that void permanently with Todd Herman. And Todd's going to be our guest an hour from now. But, Fred, we appreciate you, brother, filling in as much as you have for that time slot here on AFR.
Great audience, that time slot. That's your dad's old time slot. Used to be AFA Report.
Yeah.
And
Pat Truman and Don Wildman.
Yes, yeah. Pat Truman from Washington, D.C. and Ed, you were co-hosting that.
You were on.
And I was on.
Rusty Benson.
Yes.
We
talked about of course, it was a half-hour show in those days.
Yeah.
But a great audience. Bishop Jackson, terrific audience. Very engaged. And when we open up the phone lines, everything lights up, and they want to talk about the issues of the day.
Right.
And so I'm excited for Todd. He's coming into a great show there, great audience, and they're going to enjoy him.
Yeah. Todd
Herman?
Yeah, Todd Herman will be on with us an hour from now. His new show starting Monday, August 14th, right here on AFR from noon to 1 o'clock Central Time, or at least 12:05 after the news, will be called A Disciple's View with Todd Herman. Todd is anyways, I think he's going to quickly develop a big following on American Family Radio. We look forward to having Todd.
We will miss Bishop Jackson, but and good luck to him on his run for the presidency. But we certainly hope that Todd Herman, who will have that hour, we certainly hope our folks will love what they hear.
And if Todd calls me in a month and says I'm running for president, I'm gonna have to take that out on somebody.
You're gonna have to take it personally.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it personally. So we'll see. Todd, we'll visit with Todd Herman. You get to know more about him in an hour from now. Okay, if you want to watch the show today, you can do so at this website I'm about to give you, streaming.afa.net. That's our website for streaming of the video footage of this show. Can be seen there, streaming.afa.net, streaming.afa.net. Also, a lot of other good stuff is there. Check it out, streaming.afa.net. Or Facebook Live, just type in Facebook, Today's Issues, and we live video stream there. And we also post the stories that we discuss each and every day on our Today's Issues Facebook page. Speaking of Facebook, we were looking at a story here before the show started about Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO and founder of Facebook. He and Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, and what else did he found? The current owner of
it used to be
Twitter,
X. Now it's X.
They might do a MMA type fight. Is that it?
I don't think it's a might. I think they both agreed that they're going to. These two grown men who are worth a gajillion dollars between them, they're going to get in a ring and they're going to.
Is it a boxing match or is it a?
I think it's going to be like MMA. Is it mixed martial arts? So you can box if you want, but you might get kicked too. But
do you think that's really going to happen?
it appears that it is. It's going to be for charity. So beat your neighbor for charity. It's listen. I just don't know why you do that. If you're worth that kind of money and you are in charge of two huge, and I'll just talk about social media, because as you mentioned, Elon Musk's got so much else going on. Space, was it SpaceX and all that? But why even risk an accidental blow to the head or getting knocked out and hitting your head on something hard and winding up a vegetable? Okay, why even risk that? It's ridiculous.
Listen, I don't know all the ins and outs of this, but Mark Zuckerberg's been training. Okay, he's ripped and he's ready to go. Elon Musk got a little catching up to do, even though he's a bigger boy.
Yeah,
he's got like 3 or 4 inches on him.
And Mark Zuckerberg, they say he weighs 155. He apparently has been training with mixed martial arts for years. Now, Elon Musk, they say he's 187, but I think he's heavier than that. So I don't know. I think this is disgusting, and I can't wait to watch it.
They put their height, weight, and so forth up there, like they do for boxers.
Yeah, tail of the tape
on the screen, and then they had their IQs.
Yeah.
And like Musk was like 153 and
155 and 152 for Elon Musk. And that's what I said. Just because you're really, really, really smart doesn't mean you have any wisdom. To me, here's the thing. I don't think it's disgusting. I think they'll certainly try not to maim one another. But it's you really have nothing to gain. If you beat another nerd in the ring, all you've done is beat another nerd. If you're the one who gets beat up, you never live that down.
Right, because you got beat up by a nerd.
You got beat up by a nerd. So,
What was the IQs now?
I think Zuckerberg was 155 and Elon Musk was 152.
I think it was reversed.
Okay. But it's off. It's only a difference of 3.
Any way you look at it, my mama misled me.
Well, how so?
I'm 110.
You're 110.
Yeah. And I was told I could do anything I wanted in my life. And bless her heart, I just.
That's a lie every parent tells their kid. We all tell our kids you can do it. You can do anything
you set your mind to.
My dad
Except
told
you're
me
limited
that.
when you're 110.
Yes. Well, my dad told me that, and it was clear if I really, 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 really wanted to play professional hockey.
Right.
It was never happening.
So your dad ultimately said, "Son, I didn't mean athletics."
He did say that. He did say that when I would play basketball. Just with my friends, he would say, "You're wasting your time. You're never going to be a professional basketball player." Dad, it's Saturday.
Right.
You need to hit the books.
Can a kid not dream, Dad? Can a kid not dream? Right. Thanks for shooting down my dreams.
The vote of confidence.
Right.
This could start a trend.
How's that?
Donald Trump, Joe Biden in the ring.
Oh my goodness!
Want to sell tickets to that?
The geriatric
that whoever put that on should be arrested. If you put that on,
what's that? That
two old
Trump v.
gentlemen.
Biden in the
Two old
in the
gentlemen.
boxing ring.
Yeah. Besides, Biden can barely walk.
We probably need to move on.
Yeah, we probably do.
All right, moving on, Fred. What do you got?
Well, we had a showdown in Alabama, kind of erupted.
Alabama and Auburn?
No. This was in Huntsville, Alabama. It had to do with a library, Madison County Library there, public library. They had all arranged. Kirk Cameron has been going to libraries across the country, reading wholesome books to people who show up at various venues. He's faced opposition. Well, they had an event planned for last Saturday, but last Thursday afternoon, the library there in Huntsville informed Kirk Cameron and Moms for Liberty, conservative moms group out there, that the library said, "I'm sorry, we can't handle your event because we hear there's going to be 200, 300 people show up, and that's beyond our capacity, so sorry, we're not going to have it." Well, Kirk Cameron got some legal aid in there. Liberty Institute put an ultimatum out. As of noon last Friday, they said to the library, if you do not reverse your decision to cancel this event, we're going to court to fight this. Because they had talked about the idea, the library apparently has a capacity of 250 people. They have a venue that would allow that. And the Kirk Cameron people had said, if more than that show up, we'll have another room over here or whatever the case may be. So the suspicion was, because the American Library Association has been out there, and I think we played some.
じゃあサンドイッチ食べてくださいね。あるでしょ。お父さん入ってみ。
How to resist these Kirk Cameron events.
Right.
Anyway, it didn't get to court. The library backed down. They had a huge event on Saturday. But this morning, Emily Jones from Mounts for Liberty was interviewed about this, and it's no question in her mind what the agenda was, the initial agenda on the library side. Cut number one.
I think it has a lot to do with the host being Brave Books and Kirk Cameron, and the fact that we're bringing biblical values back to our libraries. I found out yesterday from a friend in Prattville, Alabama, which is in the southern part of the state, they were canceled yesterday afternoon. So there seems to be a trend here that we're canceling events at the last minute that are Kirk Cameron based, they're Brave Books based, they're Christian based, and every single time is because of logistics or security concerns. It's not a coincidence that we keep